The Precis is an inevitable part of the English question paper. Whatever be your level, if you are a student of English, you have to learn how to Precis a passage. No English course is complete without training in the art of Precis. You may have to write a Precis as a schoolboy. You may have to write a Precis as a candidate of the civil service examination. And you may have to write a Precis at any stage between these 2 points. The Precis question is easily the easiest question in your question paper. This is because it is strangely a question which contains its answer. I tell my students that it is not a question in your question paper. It is an answer in your question paper, because your answer is there in your question paper. Your answer is right in front of you. All you have to do is to transform it, to mutate it, to change it as necessary in order to reach the point you are expected to reach. A good Precis is given excellent marks. A bad Precis is also given some marks. So the Precis is a place where you can get marks come what may. The English term Precis comes from the French word précis, which means precise or exact. Your Precis should contain all the important points that are found in the passage given to you. Precision is of paramount importance. Not even one important point should be left out. Similarly, not even one unimportant point should be included. Let us now take a look at the 10 steps you have to follow in order to write an excellent Precis. Point number 1. Read carefully and read twice. You have to read the passage which you have been given with utmost care, and you must read it 2 times. This is necessary in order to equip you to take a very important decision. This decision is contained in the next point. Point number 2. Decide when to write the Precis. I would advise you to attempt the Precis question as the very first question. You should read the passage given very carefully and read it twice. After reading the passage, if you feel that you're quite comfortable with the passage, you must write the Precis straight away. But if you feel that the passage is difficult, I would advise you to postpone writing the Precis. You can write the Precis after answering a few other questions. This way, you can tap the potential of your subconscious mind. So the second point is decide when to write the Precis. Point number 3. Read the passage a third time. You have to bestow the utmost attention to this reading because this is the final reading of the passage given to you before you attempt your précis, before you start writing your précis. Point number 4. Underline the important points in the passage. This has to be done while reading the passage the third time. So, you should read the passage the third time and simultaneously underline the important points in the passage. This is very important, so you have to do it meticulously. The points that you underline will decide the structure of your précis. Point number 5. Note down the important points in the passage. You have already underlined the important areas of the passage given to you. Now you must transfer the important points that you have underlined to paper. You must prepare a list of the important points made by the writer in the passage. These points will form the skeleton of your précis. Point number 6. Write the précis. You must do this with maximum attention, with maximum care. You can use the points that you have jotted down as part of point number 5 in order to write your précis. Point number 7. Use your own language. As far as possible, you must use your own words. You have been asked to write a summary of what the writer has said. You are not expected to quote from the writer. Please don't lift from the passage which has been given to you. Use your own words instead. Point number 8. Ensure that your précis is of appropriate length. Traditionally, a précis has to be 1/3 the length of the given passage, but it can vary from context to context. You must discuss with your teachers and find out what is the appropriate length of the précis in the context in which you are placed. It can vary from university to university and from board to board. There is the story of a student who was asked to write a précis 1/3 the length of the given passage. He copied every third sentence in the passage given to him and thought that he had written a great précis. Needless to say, his examiners did not share his view and gave him 0. Of course, this is in a lighter vein. Point number 9. Read your précis and carry out the necessary corrections. You must read what you have written and you must correct the mistakes that catch your eye. If you feel that any revision is needed, please carry it out. Point number 10. Title your précis. This is the last point. You have to provide your précis with a title. This is very important because a substantial part of the total marks of the précis question is set aside for the title alone. For example, if the total marks of the Precis question is 20, 5 marks may be set aside for the title alone. You must give your Precis a title which is appropriate and striking. You have to impress your examiner and ensure that you get almost all the marks that are kept aside for the title.